late, old girl.
Oh, it's you, Rick. My, you've hardly changed at all.
Oh, thanks. So, the old bat finally croaked. I thought she was never going to die.
Oh, Rick, you are funny.
Rick.
So, how does it feel to be retired from the bar then, Jules?
Defrocked more like. Hello, Rick.
Hello, Georgia. Sorry, George. Looking as gay as ever, I see.
Cad.
Poor Uncle Quinn must be devastated.
Right, well, the sooner we get the reading of this will done and dusted, the sooner I can get back to London. I hate the countryside.
Oh, surely not, Jules. Remember all the happy times we had? The infamous 5? Mind you, I always wondered who the 5th one was.
Who's the totty? She looks a bit of all right.
I think that's Aunt Franny's maid.
Dear God, I'd forgotten how much I hate you all. I'll see you at the lodge.
I say, is this it?
Yes, the manor house got too big for her. Still up there falling into rack and ruin, I shouldn't wonder.
I don't think anyone's in.
Oh, come on. Let's just go in and get on with it.
Well, isn't this fun? Infamous 5 all together again?
Who was the 5th one?
Never mind that. What are we waiting for?
Her solicitor, one Roger Butterfield, or some such person.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
I am Roger Butterfield, your right-hand solicitor. Now, your Aunt Franny was an interesting woman.
That's one way of putting
An
it.
interesting woman. Of course, she knew she was dying for some time. And this gave her the opportunity to make some very precise plans for the disposal of her assets after her death. Now, I'm sure you won't be surprised to learn that she gave much thought to how best to distribute her estate amongst you.
Yeah, well, get on with it, man.
Yes, who got what?
I bet the old crow left it to some animal charity.
Well, why don't we let Aunt Franny tell you herself?
Is it on? Red light? What red light? Well, my dear family, the infamous 5, together again. Knowing you as well as I do, I fully expect greed and nosiness to have overcome any objections you might have had about coming to my funeral. Jules, my dear nephew, a barrister, no less. But you know, dear, stealing ladies' underwear from washing lines is not the best hobby for a man purporting to be an upstanding member of the legal profession.
So, that's what it was.
And Annie, dear, sweet Annie, unfortunately not a brain cell to call your own. Still getting through a bottle of gin a day, are we, my dear? An expensive hobby between husbands, I should think. And Georgia, my favourite in a way. So fierce, so proud, and ever so slightly gay. No, make that exceedingly gay.
No.
And last but not least, Rick. If I recall, your last episode at Her Majesty's pleasure was for fleecing old ladies out of their hard-earned pensions.
It was a set-up.
Well, my dears, I thought long and hard about whether I wanted to leave you anything at all, but blood is blood. I'm sure Mr. Butterfield will explain the conditions of your inheritance. So goodbye, my dears, and good luck. I think you're going to need it.
Conditions? Conditions? What conditions? What are you talking about?
Who knows? The old bat was obviously mad as a box of frogs.
Poor Aunt Franny.
Oh, shut up, Annie, you nincompoop. Well, Mr. Buttercup, or whatever your name is, what conditions?
It's rather simple, really. The estate, including the main house and the lodge, as well as the offshore investments, will go to whichever of you stays in the house and is still here in this very room in the morning, 9 a.m. sharp.
Stay the night here? Out of the question. I need to get back to town tonight. Prior engagements and all that.
Well, rubbish. Caroline's already bloody furious that we've missed the horse trials.
And I haven't brought any overnight things. I've nothing to wear.
Just a tick. Offshore investments. How much is the whole lot worth then?
Well, conservative estimates, including the investment portfolio, I would say about 10 million.
Pounds?
Well, I suppose it was Auntie's last wish.
Well, I'm sure Caroline will understand if I explain.
I can borrow one of Auntie's old nighties.
Oh, good old auntie.
Good. Well, I'll see you in the morning then. 9 a.m. sharp. I'll bid you a good afternoon.
Well, I must say, I think it's a bit unfair. It's traditional for the eldest child to inherit it all, you know. Primogeniture and all that.
Perhaps, old chap, she simply couldn't stand you.
She didn't seem to like any of us very much. And I always thought she was such a sweet old lady.
You once called her a wicked old witch.
But I was upset. She put Tommy in the washing machine and he disintegrated.
He stank. He'd been dead and stuffed for 5 years.
Okay. Well, as I see it, all we have to do is spend the rest of the day here, and the night, of course, and tomorrow we can share the inheritance.
And how much is that, Jules?
Well, over £2 million each.
It's a good sum.
Not as good as 10 million.
There are cucumber sandwiches in the conservatory.
Oh, goody. Lunch. Come on, everyone. There might be lashings of ginger beer.
Oh, good grief. I bloody hate cucumber.
I suppose you're still involved with those wretched horses.
Of course.
Expensive hobby, I should think.
It's not a hobby, it's a proper job, which is more than I can say for anything Rick would have his hands in.
You're right. If he gets his hands on any of that money, he'll lose the lot on dodgy investments within a year, I should think.
She'd drink it away in even less time.
I know, it's such a shame. I can't imagine what Auntie was thinking of.
I couldn't agree more.
Right, time for a bit of a freshen up, I think. Now, where's that nice little maid?
Oh, no, the wine's run out. Is there a cellar? I think I could find the cellar. I'll just...
I think I'll go and check that thermostat. It's getting rather chilly, don't you think?
Oh, crikey.
Rick's been a long time in that bathroom.
Do you think he's up to something?
Oh, yeah. Picking up anything valuable he can lay his hands on, I shouldn't wonder. By the way, there's some very strange things in my bedroom. Guns, candlesticks and the like.
Oh, Franny always was a bit of a hoarder. You think she's okay?
Yeah, completely pickled. Any more of that stuff and she'll die of alcoholic poisoning.
Die? Really? Alcoholic poisoning?
I've had enough of this. I'm going to see what Rick's up to.
I'm coming with you. If that scoundrel's making off with anything valuable, I want to be the one to break his neck. You check the bedrooms, I'll check downstairs. Whatever's that? Oh dear.
Where is everybody? Where's Annie?
Beats me. And where were you while I was checking the attic?
There's something very strange going on here. I can feel it. Very mysterious. Just like old times.
Are you mad?
You're right, old girl. Not a bit like old times, is it? No dodgy farmers for a start. Or smugglers, or gypsies. Sorry, Georgia.
George, for God's sake.
Right, well, what do we do now?
Well, there's only 8 hours or so to go, so we could just sit here and wait.
Yep, just the two of us. You and me. And if, shall we say, the others didn't turn up, for some reason, and I can't possibly imagine what that reason would be. Can you?
No. Right. Well, let's bed down. But I'll be keeping my eyes on you, Jules.
Ditto.
Oh, damn! I need to visit the toilet.
Oh, hurry up. There have been enough strange disappearances here.
There certainly have. Bloody phone. Bloody signal. Oh, bugger!
All set then, Roger?
Just as requested.
Morning, Jules. Trust you slept well.
Yes, yes, thank you very much.
Morning. I'm sure you know why we're here.
Well, yes, obviously.
Right, well, in accordance with the wishes of the deceased, we're gathered here to ensure the smooth disposal of her assets.
Yes, well, get on with it.
Are you the only one here, Jules?
Rather looks like it, doesn't it? Can't imagine what's happened to the others. I overslept, I should have. But I'm here, me.
It's not quite 9 o'clock.
There are 3 dead persons in cellar. I am not cleaning up. I am maid, not cleaner.
Dead person, dead people, 3. 3?
Yes, there is the fat man. He has bullet in head. There is the thin drunk lady. She has rope around neck. And there is the woman look like man. She has candlestick in head. I think these your family.
Yeah, rather sounds like, well, I mean, apart from the bullet hole and the rope and the candlestick, of course.
Well, this is a pretty kettle of fish. And you're here on your own, George. How very convenient they all pop their clogs like that, eh? What?
What do you mean?
Negates the will, of course, if you had anything to do with their deaths.
I didn't. I mean, I wouldn't.
Now, if that were to be the case, there'd be just one of the infamous 5 left to inherit.
But I didn't. I wouldn't. Hang on, just a minute. What do you mean, just one? There were only ever 4 of us. I mean, why? What the?
The last one of the infamous 5. The son of the son of the son of the original Tommy. The only one of you Francis really liked, as it happens.
It's a greyhound. Tommy was a collie.
They don't always stick to their own species, you know.
And anyway, what's a dog want with houses and money?
Oh, he'll be well cared for by his present carers and allowed to live out his life here in luxury. And after he dies, naturally his carers will inherit, in gratitude for the care they will have given him throughout his lifetime.
Carers?
That would be Katia and myself, of course.
Hang on, just a minute. I've been stitched up. Uncle Quinn, you bounder. And she's a foreigner. Everybody knows they're always up to no good.
I call police.
Look, I jolly well didn't do it. And no, I didn't like any of them very much. It's true my flat's about to breed who's possessed. But I didn't. I mean, I wouldn't.
Opportunity. Motivation. Defrocked barrister. I mean, I wouldn't be at all surprised if your fingerprints weren't all over the murder weapons. You're in deep trouble, old boy.
And I would have to concur.
What? Ah, bollocks.
I think Aunt Franny be very happy. She not like them.
No doubt about it. She hated the lot of them, except Tommy, of course. Mind you, she didn't like me very much, the old witch. She had me committed to the Sunshine Home for the Bewildered.
Ah, but now we're here. We look after Tommy together, yes?
We certainly will, my sweet. I take it you left enough evidence for a conviction, my dear?
Of course. That Joe's very nosy man. He touched rope, he touched candlestick, even my brother's gun.
Excellent. Very useful, your brother being ex-KGB. Now, you know I promised you I'd make you a very wealthy woman. Why don't we go inside and you can help an old man celebrate?
Yes, I make you very special Russian cocktail. Help you sleep. Very good sleep. I also make Tommy very special Russian doggy dinner. Here, Tommy, come to Katya. Good dog.